Hello, 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 hello. We are live, we are live. I am back. Holy hell, I'm back. I have been in the hospital for so long. I do apologize. Why am I apologizing for that? I don't know. But yeah, I've been in the hospital for a bit. I do apologize. We're back a bit. I might be in and out. Stream might have breaks in it, depending on how I feel. I'm doing good right now. We'll need to refill on stuff soon, though. But yeah, we're live on Kick. We're live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube. We are dropping TikTok for now because it's giving me issues. It's giving me a lot of issues. Um, Today's agenda is last Epoch, which I've been wanting to give a try for a while. We're gonna play under 2 hours of it, see if I like it, see if I'm not gonna return it because I could always just play Path of Exiles. Is my thought. Oh, and we're crooked. We're crooked, guys. There we go. So yeah, we got last epochs. We're gonna react to Penpla. We're gonna react to some other horror videos. We're gonna potentially play some COD, and we're gonna play some other things, do other things, react, all that stuff. Today's also we're doing a giveaway. It's gonna be a month long, starting today. So from the today is the 6th to the 6th. We'll be giving away Repo. Yes, Repo is going to be the giveaway. And if you do exclamation mark giveaway, which I should see if it's working, chatbot, add, I gotta change this, give, give away. I will do it all caps. I think people won't get that. Give away. Just make sure it's all good. We are giving away three dot e dot oh, dot e p oop. I also use the wrong things here, so we're gonna quickly do this. Oh, we should do a period here. To comment be sub on YouTube or follow me on TWIT. Okay. Also join the Discord. Beautiful. So now if you do exclamation mark, let's see, give away, you should get all the information you need to get the giveaway stuff. It did it repeatedly on all platforms so you all can see it, just because I want it to be fair. So if you do giveaway, that's what it's going to work. I did switch to tipping because I had someone complain that the tipping was confusing with using bot Ricks. So I'm using Ko-Fi now because I do drink a coffee or an energy drink every time I stream, so it makes sense. It's on branding with me. So that's what we're gonna do. I do apologize. I did smoke a little joint before streaming, just to numb pains. So I do do brief with me. I do apologize. Um, but yeah, I'm not sure when we're gonna start the reaction. I kind of want to get into a little bit of last Epoch first, but I also want to react to something first as well. So I think we have a list of videos in my Discord here. Let me pull that up. Provided by my good friend in the Discord, Phaser. He's listed a couple of videos here. Testing, testing. Hey, it should be working. So we're gonna watch a few of these, and then we're gonna play a bit of game, and then we're gonna probably react to Penpal, because I do want to get the Penpal today. I do want to also be able to record that. So it's gonna have to happen simultaneously, and so first we're starting with, I believe this is the basement. This looks like the basement to me. I think I remember this URL code before, because I think it's been sent to me before. Hey, welcome, Undertaker. Welcome, 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 welcome. Alright, we're gonna start with this. I should move
I switched from due dates to due dates, and it made me go from weeks behind to weeks.
I don't care about motion. So, we're gonna unmute this. We'll begin. I need to get YouTube Premium. It's just, it's I don't use YouTube enough to justify it. Okay, the volume is out. The volume is out. Yeah, I think I found an audio version of it, so I might listen to the audio version live or read it because it's long, but I might read it. I think I want to read it, but depends. It just depends. This is giving security camera. Giving like a Five Nights at Freddy's security camera. Yeah, this is the basement, I believe, right? Some minus basement, yeah. Hey, that was your warning to get off. That was your warning. This is your second warning to get off. And it just goes. Oh, it just keeps going. Oh, it just keeps going. I haven't seen it in a while, so if I haven't seen it in a while, I'll probably still play it. Oh, it's just going. You know, I will give props to the person who built the elevator to be this long. You were warned twice to get off. Oh, trying to use the teleprompter to help. I don't think anyone's gonna help you. trying to call. I don't think you'll get cell service. Honestly, I'd be shitting myself in a situation like this. Oh, people are getting in and off, it looks like. She see something? Oh, little yellow kid. Get it out.
In his research, Dr. Morrison identified a paradox.
Do really need to get YouTube Premium. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, looks like more people are getting on the elevator. Would you get off? I don't know. I think I would. Or I'd try pressing a button to go up. She's trying to get the attention of the camera. Ah. Back up. I mean, honestly, I'd be mad waiting for the elevator. I'd be like, what's taking this elevator so long? Seems to be a camera malfunction either showing multiple timelines at once with these people being in, or it's flash forwarding or taking back footage. Imagine being the security guard and you see this. I'd be like, I ain't taking the elevator no more. I will walk all the way to the top floor. What's the top floor? It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll walk to 10. It's very unsettling just seeing an empty elevator. Damn, it's got a lot of floors to go up. Oh, someone does eventually get on again. I was gonna say, there's a lot of blank space. Does it just continue like this for a while? No. Nothing there. Oh, there are people. Let's see if it does it for them too. Oh, it's going. The time it takes for this elevator to get all the way back up shows how isolated she truly is. Yeah, it's done really well. You say it'll take a long time before she gets found down there. a long time. That was, basement. They also have one called the telephone. Alright, let's, where's Discord? We will watch this one. I've seen this one, but I liked it a lot. I like this one a lot. This one was done so well. I love the subtle cross, but it saw you. This one was done so well with the CGI and stuff. And the lingering stare is so good. Like, I like this one a lot. Every time I see it, it just, I'm like, so well made.
So of all the burgers in Canada, where would you rank this?
Oh my lord, how many ads? This one is called Who's Hungry. It's got the art style of Don't Starve. That's medicine now. Okay. Especially the hands being that big. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, is it all still continuing? Okay. This looks really good. I thought it was a short. One little girl. Oh, he freezes them. Do they dry? Is he dry at the girl? Smart. Ice cream's made out of kids. I believe like R.L. Stein did something similar. This is giving like point and click adventures kind of vibes. I feel like I should be clicking to go forward. Oh, she's tiny. Oh, having hiccups in a moment like this would be horrible. Me eating his human schmovie. Damn. Oh, she got him. Good. Yeah. I swear, this guy gets up. Oh. He's eating kids. Should have got out while you could. Oh, she gonna do it? There's something so creepy about the ice cream truck. Just the sound. There's always something so creepy about an ice cream truck jingle.
Hey everybody, my name is Sam, aka Sambucha, and I'm a YouTuber.
Oh, I like this one. This is a good one. I've seen this before. I'm not gonna watch this one live because I've already reacted to this one live. So we're gonna do another. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I was at the mall today, and guess what happened? I met the most wonderful girl. We went shopping at JCPenney's, and she tried on a lot of clothes. And she ended up buying a whole lot of them, you know what I mean? And then we decided to go and take a look at some of the jewelry at K Jewelers, and she picked out this most awesome necklace, the most amazing necklace I've ever seen. And I know she wanted me to buy it for her because she kept on looking at me and kept on giving me that look. You know the look. And then we got kind of tired of the mall, and I brought her back to my place. And I know she hates cameras, Walter, but I'm going to show you her anyways. You ready?
Kidnapped her. Damn. That's creepy too. That's. I knew there was something off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Coffins used to be built.
Oh, I did not want to silence this. It's a Mr. Creepypasta, so it's gonna be good. We're watching some horror videos.
Coffins used to be built with holes in
We're reacting to some horror stuff.
attached to 6 feet of copper tubing and a bell. The tubing would allow air for victims buried under the mistaken impression that they were dead.
I know, it's an odd point to jump into
In a
the
certain
stream
small
to
town,
see a
Harold,
person being
the local
kidnapped.
gravedigger, upon hearing a bell one night, went to see if it was children pretending to be spirits. Sometimes it was also the wind.
No, there's a few things you do not trust.
This time,
Weird sounds in the
it
night.
wasn't either.
Figures in the corner of the
A
room
voice
that
from
you just
below
can't make a
begged
shape
and
of.
pleaded to be unburied.
And cemeteries at
Sarah?
night.
O'Bannon? Harold asked.
Yes.
The muffled voice asserted. You were born on September 17th, 1827.
Yes.
The gravestone here says you died on February 20th, 1857.
No, I'm alive. It was a mistake. Dig me up and set me free.
No, you don't
Sorry
trust.
about this,
Sorry.
man.
I've
Harold
watched
said,
enough Conjuring
stepping
movies,
on the
enough
bell to silence it
Insidiouses,
and
enough
plugging up the
nuns
copper
to
tube
know
with
that you
dirt.
do not do what a spirit says.
This
If
is
you
August.
value your life at any point in time, do not.
Whatever you are down there, you sure as hell ain't alive no more. You ain't coming up.
That's an interesting one. Is that it at the end? Yeah, I just blacked out. Alright, I think we have one more, right? Because this was the coffin. This should be... Oh, this is terrifying. Maxie, this might be scary.
See, red.
This... Yeah, it's very, creepy. And just continues as she gets back up and yeah.
There is nothing.
There is nothing. That's a good one too. I forgot that exists. There's Watch My Scary. I want to show you one that I played earlier. Yeah, I've seen it before. Coffins are really good. You would like this one, Maxie. This was creepy. I like Mr. Creepypasta. He does a lot of good little reads, and he's got the perfect voice for it. Yeah, you see, you don't move. In these situations, you do not move. Nom nom nom. No, thank you. Yeah, but these are really good. These are really good. Don't worry, we're off 4. Unless if you stick around long enough, I'm going to be reacting to Penpla, which is supposed to be absolutely terrifying. Apparently, absolutely terrifying. Is last Epoch opening? Thank you. I wanted to try this game for a while. Oh, it's defaulting into window mode. Okay. Use Discord overlays while live in the game. Is it road? There we go. Fox. That's. I need to add my email over this. Okay, hopefully that's it. Hopefully I don't need to re-enter anything else. So, region, English, settings. Input keys display damage numbers, display health bars over players. No thank you. Over minions, I like that. We'll leave everything on streamers. Hopefully, let's see if this will help anything for it. Profanity filter, please. I don't really care about profanity filters. Okay, we're gonna play online. This is like a Diablo style game that I've seen a lot of good things about. So we have our choice of the Sentinel, which can become the Void Knight, and Forge Master and Paladin. The Void Knight looks kind of cool. We have, I think this is a hunt rogue, Blade Master, Marksman, Falcon. This is your Wizard, Sorcerer, Spellblade, which uses blades instead, which is kind of cool. And then Rune Master. We have our Primalist, which is Beastmaster, Shaman, and Druid. I know what all three of these do, because this one's going to be summons. And then we have the Lich, which you have summon skeletons, bone, cars, summon volatile zombies. Necromancer, you just get more summons. Lich is Reaper Form, Drain of Life, and Warlord. I think I might do this. As much as I like a melee sanctuated class, I might just do this. Normal, solo found character. Nah. We're gonna do normal, we're gonna create character.
In the
Beginning, there was darkness.
Only the terror.
How is this charging?
Myself and the void. I was content with nothing. She dreamt of life.
How is this charging? It's unplugged.
Of humanity. We disagreed. And yet...
I'm not gonna question it.
There were gods. Majasa of the desert. Lagon of the sea. Rye of the endless skies. And Hierots of the frozen tundra.
Frozen tundra.
But fate stole Ekera away. Without her, there was conflict. Then
I've been shocked at how good Warzone's been feeling lately.
It was Rye.
I was shocked that I played so long last night.
That would pull the world into his flame. Caught within Raye's gaze were the Keepers. An order sworn to protect Etera's memory.
It does. That's why even like I thought about I might stream it a little later on in the stream today. That's why I put COD question mark. I'm like, I actually enjoyed my time. Even though me and Lucifer were playing a complete separate game than you. We were holding you back, if anything.
Was it honor they sought? Power? Redemption? Or was this fate? Perhaps. But no story is quite that simple.
No. Yeah, you wouldn't let us do our activities. Being the yeah, we were having so much fun.
Wonder if these keepers will accept.
Can I break these?
They would be fools to deny my power.
We just have to continue them when we have opportunities. Do I have a roll? Alright, thank you for the alert. Alright, thank you. Oh, no need to say sorry. You got things to do. What's this way? Nothing? Why have a path this way if there's nothing this way? Oh, I do have a dodge. It's also a very long leap. In the hands of the fallen messenger, you find a letter from the Keeper's Council. It addresses to you.
Traveler, our Heoborian allies.
There's voice acting this whole time? I was reading it?
Has reached our lands, and we are in need of aid.
Are you?
As Keepy wishes to
Oh,
destroy
I didn't mean to
us
click
and
twice.
steal
Oh well.
Terra's legacy. We can't let that happen.
Oopsie.
We need Herot's help.
I love Diablo style games. Am I not gonna do? Okay. Wait. My ability's not working. There we go. W does nothing. Oh, I'm pressing W instead of Q. That's why. This is map. How did I bring up that skill menu? I did not want to use that. Thank you very much, game. F is item forge. Suffixes, prefixes. G is like guide, okay. H is online menu. J is nothing. K is inventory. And we have our blessings. That's nice to know. Appearance. Inventory. L is leaderboards. This is nothing. This is nothing. Z is nothing. This is nothing. K. So C is for character sheet. Excuse me. M is for the map. Oh, there's different arrows. You got the minus 620 BE, minus 12 BE, AG, and then the end of time. The end of time looks cool. Temple. It's kind of cool. And these don't do anything. What about this? This. R. R is to bank reputation for factions. Allies with the circle, the frontier enhances item drops and allows you to seek prophecies to help find better or more items. Aligning with the Merchants Guild enables you from trading via the bazaar or directly with the other players. I have no points in either, so this will allow me to find better loot. That's why. U is for cosmetic shop. Oh, look at this little guy. Supporter packs. Some of these skins look cool. All cosmetics. Got mounts. That's a pet, not a mount. Got some armor cosmetics that look pretty cool. So U is shop. I is for inventory. O is for this. P is for skills. P is for passive skills. Introduction. Give it a passive node. Mastery classes confirmed. So this is the passive tree, and I can go into either of these. Okay. If I go to inventory now, I should have a better staff. Is it better? So, range, base, melee attack, 16. I'm not sure if I can use. Can I put this on here? No. I'm not sure if it matters what weapon I use, so I'm just gonna use this for now until I get a better Acolyte Spear. Acolyte. So that's skills. Oh, hi. Y'all want to come in as a clump. Y'all want to really come in a clump. We're gonna go down here, see what's down here. Oh, more of these guys. So the second one always does more damage. Good to know. So my skills are these up here, which is nice. I have skeletons now. I got little evades. Press space to evade. I know, I learned that a long time ago. I learned that already. My archer's helping me. That's a magic enemy. Hopefully they're called the same things in here because magic rare elites. Wrapping skills. You can wrap skills on your okay. Wrapping, remapping. Why did I say it like that? I'm weird. Don't judge me. Please judge. I deserve it. Only minion damage increases the damage by the number of totems. Starting pod is close. I don't want more melee. I don't want the range. There we go. Therefore I can just stay back and press one button. This is the true gameplay of these games. Is standing back, press one button.
When you arrived, was there a family? It was my mistake. They were cornered, and there were so many.
Really? How many?
I can handle Osprix. I told them to stay back, to let me handle it. And they left. What good are we if we can't?
Well, you can't say everybody.
Sorry.
That's just the truth.
I just met you, and it's been a long road. Are you also here for the peace talks?
That's right.
Because so am I. Name's Grail. Since we're both headed the same direction, why don't we go together? I wonder, which of us will take down more Osprix? Come, let me watch you fight.
We gotta go down this way. It looks like. Collect the gold. I need more range. There we go.
Smoke.
Yeah, I can see that there's smoke. Health potion. Oh, health potions dropped by enemies? That's nice to know. So this, we go tab.
So much destruction. And for what?
I'm gonna back around a bit just so I can go see what's back over here. I mean, I'll kill these. Oh, this guy just killed all of them. All this can be sold. I'll let him fight over there. I want to go check what was over here. Skill specialization unlocked. Okay, we'll look at that after. We gotta make sure there's no enemies near me real quick. Okay. No enemies near. Oh, okay, there's a phoenix. We'll pick up the phoenix. Now, I'm not sure if I want to go into summons or if I want to go into thing. So, I'm not sure. So, we can't do licks yet. So, we have this. Intelligence per point, resistance, minor minion, minor armor plus military. increases damage, increases minion damage. Then we're gonna go and put 2 and 2. I don't really need defense right now. It's not what I direly need. So we go P, nope. We go T, B, no. Is it V? This? No. X? This? No. How do I bring up skill menu? Blessings, here, appearance, skills. How do I bring up skills? S is skills. So we have Wandering Spirits, Harvest. So this is the Acolyte, Necromancer, Lich has these ones, which I kind of want to run Lich. Lich looks really cool. Unlock by spending points in the Apocalypse passive tree. And what is the scariest series, games, / stories you've ever seen, / played, / read? The scariest story I've ever read was, it's in a small book that I found in, like, my elementary library, and it was called The Lurker. It's a very short story. It's, like, no more than 900 words, but it was really terrifying as me growing up. It made me really afraid of, images that your mind make in the dark. Because the whole story is about, like, things in your room in the dark look like different things, and how would you tell if it's not a thing? And so that was scary to me growing up, and it still, like, lives in me like that. So that's a the scariest game I've ever played would have to be either SCP Containment Breach, because it makes me feel so isolated, alone, and, like, overbeared by threats. Or it has to be Penumbra. Penumbra was pretty good too. And like series I've watched, I would have to say I want to say oh, what is it called? I have to bring it up. 1 second. I have to actually pull it up. Forget what it's called. It's a movie that they made. Oh, the Creep Tapes. The Creep Tapes or the Outstrider has to be one of the creepiest things I've ever seen. By series that includes cartoons, anime, live action. If I were doing anime, there's this Netflix exclusive, like, can I switch this out? Can I switch this out? I can't. There's like this, about like short horror stories. I forget what it's called. I think it's Japanese folklore or whatever, and it's called, it's something like that. And to me, it's been, that was very scary. It was frightening almost. The Perfect Blue. I don't think I've seen that. Might have to add that to the list. Because I really do like... I've been really into, From, I think it's called right now. But I'm really into, like, the horror anthology, horror series, horror movies that are different. And then, honestly, with the animated ones, I think they do such good jobs at, like, using colors to their advantage. And that's why I've been so into the, Netflix series that they have. I think it's, like, Japanese, creepypastas or Japanese folklore. Something like that, that I really, 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 really liked. Because they really did really good with the animation. It's a mix. It's a bunch of little, like, short horror, Oh, it is. Okay, sorry. You're talking about yours. Which is good. I like a good psychological horror. Oh. I keep clicking outside of the game because it does not mouse lock my things, which is pretty annoying. Oh. I feel like psychological horror is like underrated by people. Yeah, you can send me the trailer. Okay. I'll have to take a peek at it in a bit. Let me get to town. I feel like I'm close to town.
Quick, before it reaches town.
I need to move, I need to heal, I need to heal, I need to heal, I need to heal. Good thing I have minions. Oh my god.
I'll see you ahead.
The keepers have proven difficult to track.
It seems to be on Shutter as now. Ooh, Shutter is a like a really good thing. I wish it would come included with like Amazon Prime or something, so I don't have to pay for it extra. There's been a lot of times I've had to like bring up things, like sorry, want to watch stuff that is just on Shutter. I'm like, do I really want to pay the $8 right now? That looks really good, actually. Oh, thank you. I do appreciate that. So, I did do a little bit of looking in before I started the stream for, like, movie reactions. It either has to be a video, an unlisted video link that I would have to post in like Discord to share with people if I would do it on YouTube. If I do it on stream, it has to be Rumble or Kick.
Why should the council trust him? Herots offered protection.
Sounds like their lead. The keepers have done a group. Even then, it's these miss now. Speaking of, I must head there now. Feel free to look.
I think I might do it that way, react to it, and then put it as an unuploaded or whatever it's called, a private video or whatever it is.
Hello, traveler.
Welcome. You can undo your past allocation points for a price. The Keeper's map. It seems to be broken. I appreciate that. This is my stash. Does this increase melee and spell damage? Melee damage, melee. +5 to spell damage, cost -3. Ooh. Even though that's not made for my class, I think this is the better way to go. Let me see what you have right now. Ooh. Well, I can do this real quick. I assume you've already probably have Shudder since you've watched my film recommendation cabinet. So you should be able to... Yeah! I just hate that, it's not like a part of anything. Like, I think they should put it apart. Like, there's so many things on Prime. If they have a horror bundle that you can get, it doesn't include Shudder. I think it should include Shudder, because I pay for that. But I also think it should be included in Stack TV. I just wish they were, it was included in, like, a thing already so I can have it as a package. Because sometimes it's a little annoying to, I don't always pay for Shudder. If there's something I'm going to watch, I'll buy Shudder. But I would like to have it at all times. But it just gets really expensive with these subscriptions these days. Because it's like, I believe it's like $20 for Netflix now. It's, I don't have anything in these areas. It's like 15 for Prime. Crunchyroll's another 10. Then you have Crave, which is the Canadian version of HBO Max.
Grail was just telling me of your battle.
It just racks up.
I'm one of two. There should be more of us here. Yes, Balthus and I remain, and he's not here. As such, I must ask for your help. Balthus is busy checking on our sacred... Not much. You are. Even now, could you make sure he's safe? There's word of a Drake. Do this, and our alliance is secure.
Okay.
We'll lend our aid to heal Borea's army.
I guess I gotta go help these people. The caveat is really good too. I also just... You can now use the portal to visit town. How? Oh, portal to town. Okay, there we go. I just hate how many, like, subscriptions there are these days. Honestly, they should just do, like, cable packages, but it's, like, subscription. Like, I feel like that would be really, like, popular. Like, say for a flat, like, I want to say, like, $45 a month, you'll get, like, Netflix, Shudder, Crunchyroll, and something. Like, package deals. Kind of like how Prime does it with their channels. I really like that system. I prefer that system. It's just I wish they would have packages to, like, make them a little bit, like... So I don't have to go through all my subscriptions and buy them individually. But, have you seen the Creep Files? Because the Creep Files are really, really good. Like, I generally was shocked at how good it was. Creep, the movie was really good. The Creep Files were something else. And if you're also looking for a newer movie, I would heavily suggest The Woman in the Yard. I thought that was going to be a write-off for me. I love the short story it's based off of, but it was really good. Like, I was shocked. For me, like, the way I see it, because I analyze story a lot, and I will, not that I get scared, but I get so invested in the story that I get, in a sense, the feeling of creep, if that makes any sense. It's harder to be disturbed, in my opinion. Creeped out? Yeah, I get creeped out pretty frequently. So I get, like, once I learned that I can't play, I tried doing a, way back, like a few years ago, a, VR horror game. And I just could not. I really could not do it. It was just something else. It's a whole nother experience that I just do not want to experience again. I have 1 point. I mean, I could go into here, then I can get blood packed, which would be really good. Requires 1 more point. I'm going to get the armor. I do want to be Lich. I'm just exploring out this map real quick. That's the ring. The only movie that was difficult to watch and left me disturbed is on YouTube, and it's not even a horror film, it's a film that does not shy away from the evils of humans. Honestly, I feel like we are the most evil beings in any of these things. Because things that we do as human beings, or things that we come up with, are honestly terrifying. Is it like, what kind of depressing is it? Oh my god, they dropped the gods. In a few days, we're gonna be reacting to the ESO event, which I'm hoping to get some good news in there, like some good stuff. I just want to clear out the area. Sometimes there are events in these games. Horrors of World War II and Genocide of World War II. Oh yeah. Speaking of World War II, there's the Auschwitz exhibit here in Toronto that I want to see to learn about the punishment barracks. Because I think I would like to learn about that, because it was evil, the things that happened during those time frames. Diabolical. The whole film's on YouTube. If it's on YouTube, at least I could react to it full lot. How long is it? Ooh, Schindler's List. I love Schindler's List.
Your death has come.
It's like a perfect medium difficulty between Path of Exile and, Oh, you don't want to rewatch it? Or is it that bad? It's not a fun movie. I think it'd be good entertainment. That's dark to say, wait. It's too depressing to watch more than once. I have spear. Are these the same? 23 health, 25 health, 23 health, 25 health, 23 health, 25 health. What the? This is a higher level. Oh, this increases minion damage though. And then we can move these down here. And then, no. Can I rotate? I can't rotate. I want to put that here. This here. This over here. This over here. So I gotta organize this inventory or it will drive me insane. This up here, gloves down here. I'm not gonna use the spear because I'm not a spear class. Like, critical chance, good. Forging potential, 0. Like, it's not worth it. It's only 4 gold too, which is even worse. Crafting materials. Gifting inventory. Use me, damn. I've explored all on this side, so I'm gonna go this way now. I like this gameplay. But it's one of those things like I have Path of Exiles I can play, and the main character is a Soviet 14-year-old boy soldier that slowly loses his humanity and everyone he cares about. Damn, that's dark. But wasn't that also Eren Yeager's story? That's Attack on Titan reference. Yes, because I might actually do that live. It's on YouTube already. That means I can watch it live on here. Which I won't do it today. I'll do it another day since we got Penpla to react to today. We got this to play. Come and see. That's the title? It's an interesting title for a, Oh, I started reading chat. Sorry. Oh god, I really took that little damage. Yeah, I won't watch it today. I'll watch it another day. Grace period. Oh, this is just search. Why would I need a search? You can see everything on the board. Unless there's, oh, there's separate ones for the Lich. I see. Map skills. I have a harvest. What does this one do? Damage over time, 90. 30. This is 24, but heals. Rips blood of the target super damage. Orbs. Orb blood. Back to I like mana cost. So these are the ones that cost mana. So I'm gonna try this out. Because then I'm gonna have points in here. So I'm level 3 on this. I can level this up. So I can send you the link to the film on Discord. Yes, please. And if people are watching this on the YouTube video later, or on Kick, or on Twitch, ! Discord to get into Discord. It's part of the way to get a copy of Repo, which I'll be giving away all month. I'm trying to get the Discord filled up so we can get some events going on and good things going with avid horror fans. Respect. I will also send a trailer for it. Ooh. Okay. It's that hour long, so I can do that and another thing on another stream probably tomorrow. I don't know. Wait, tomorrow's Monday, right? Tomorrow's Monday. I believe tomorrow's Monday. So we can do. Skeleton warriors have more maximum health, while skeleton rogues and archers deal more damage, all multiple with other. Skeletons have increased attack speed and cast speed and movement speed. That's cool. Skeletons have an increased area of effect with melee attacks, and your skeletons deal more damage. Multiple. Oh, okay. Take this back. Oh, wait. I still have this here and I won't do that? Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Nothing in here. I gotta collect all these. The trailer and film are not necessary. Thank you so much. I appreciate ya. Content like this is very much helping me out with what I want to do my podcast and stuff, and talking about reviewing horror stuff. 'Cause that's what I want to. I want my live stream / videos to be reacting, and then I want to do podcasts about reviewing the stuff that I've done in 2 weeks, which is working out really good. You've been filling up my content cadence, which is nice. Bosses. Boss is annoying. Okay, that's the boss done. It was a little bit harder, but not that hard. Gloves. So these gloves are a bit better than these gloves. What's this necklace do? The Jade Amulet increases melee attack speed, increases throwing speed. bone mass. Is it 13 armor? This is 6 armor. Beautiful. So that's the difference. Okay, I can't rock both. 10 melee damage. This is 16 melee damage. So we're good there. We're good there. I'm gonna grab this. Did I get the other side of the area? No, I didn't. So I'm gonna go back a bit. I just want to grab this. So I have the waystone. Oh, I can't do that. I can't click through and make my guy go over there. Okay, we're gonna go this way. With my skeleton warriors. I wonder if I can customize my loadout, because I want this to be 1, 2, 3, 4, because I'm always having my buttons on like WASD. I like moving 8 WASD. So my hand's always on W, so it's I keep accidentally pressing it. Actually, what we could do is just move these over. Technically, I could. But I should get used to playing it like this. We're gonna go this way. Oh, I have to go up that way, so we're not gonna go this way just yet. Oh, wrong one. Inventory's full now. So I gotta go sell all this. But we also got yes. Yes. This is a 5. That's here. Bone curse. Applies a curse to an enemy in the area. It deals 8 seconds. That hit damage is tripled if inflicted. So. Oh. I'm gonna get rid of this. Maybe this too, because what's this do? Call forth 500 souls that seek out enemies. That would be better there. We're gonna try this. We're gonna do curse this and this because I feel like this is a good rotation for now. Feel like that's good rotation. We got side quests. Are you alright? Okay. I do like this. Another health potion. Thank you. So how much damage is that doing? It's melting him.
Worthless. That is too much.
So I need to go back to town. Back to town we go.
Eterra's blessing. Prayers be with you.
Over here? Alright, I'm going to... I could dismantle for materials, right? Or I can only sell. Beautiful. 2,000 gold. Ooh. That's good.
Right.
I don't know. I also am playing a lot of of that Game of Thrones game. Which has been very nice. So there's a side quest over there, so it's good. I need more minions. Beautiful. We can't go this way. This is where our main objective is. That's good to know. So we can have, there's more places to go. Scepter Hatchet, gold. I like having the close range and range because it makes me feel a little bit better about initiating combat. Gather. Okay, good. I love having curses sometimes. Curses. Oh my god. Brighted amulet. There's also a major update coming out very soon to this game on the 17th, which we'll have to make a new character, yes, but I wanted to test it out to see if I want to stay around for that. That's why I like Steam's policy about refunds. It does mean we have to get off of it soon, but... You can... What the? I was full health and then I wasn't. Farm bosses, which is nice. I've already been back there, which is good, so I can now go to the storeroom. The problem with Path of Exile is I find it's a little too hard later on in the game, like the end game. So I like the game style. I just can't play Diablo no more, because Diablo is just become just a weird little snooze fest, basically. I like the new update they did, but like, it's the same thing. You can only grind so much of it because of the content it has. Like, it's just like, it's not worth it. Just press one button and clear out the horn. Beautiful. What did I just get? Growth of Chaos, a modifier. Modifies it. There we go. So that's materials. That's what mats are. Okay. Next horde. I'm pressing space, why am I not dodging? I need to change. Can I change how the controls are in this game? Because it's really gameplay. Well, you know what? That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Was I need this to item's name? I don't. This is fine. I guess. It has controller support. It has controller support? Let's see. It has controller support. I can plug it in a controller. Unplug this. If there's controller support, why am I not using controller support? Oh, I had a pod leakage. Okay. Okay, let's see how this is. Okay, and then it's this for this. Okay. Now, how do I dodge B? B. Okay. This might be better. Having this might be better. I like this a lot better so far. Controller support is a lot better. There we go. Huh? I don't die this often as thing. Beautiful. Vitality per point increases minion health. Increases minion attack speed, increases minion cast speed, advised to player. Whenever a nearby enemy or ally or minion die, do a 10% skill. I need the armor as well. What are your skills? I understand. Then we're gonna do this one. That's level 2, so I can already. Soul Blood, Marrow Shards, and Bone Splinters have a chance to cause enemies to bleed, but Marrow Shards cost more health. Marrow Shards and Bone Splinters deal more damage, but Marrow Shards travel less harm. Marrow Shards and Bone Shards deals significantly more damage relative with the other modifier, but Marrow Shards no longer pierce. Ooh, but you get shields. More hit damage, 70%. Bleed chance, but it costs 10 health. I think I'm going to go this route. And I'm going to go... You leech potential or physical damage as health is if you have cast Marrow Shard. I think I like that one a lot. We're going to go this route. And I have a skill point here. No, I don't have any skill point here. There we go. Now we can continue the story.
Impossible.
In the Keeper's Vault. The Keeper's Vault! Beautiful. I thought I can't target. Alright, with that punch.
Death will not take me.
Beautiful. Health potion. Inventory. Inventory. Materials transferred. Blessings, I don't have any. Got some storage here.
What would be the purpose of such a stronghold if it were to house nothing?
What would be a purpose of a stronghold if it house nothing? Damn, I can dodge through walls. Beautiful. Nothing over here. Passives and skills. Passives. I have one unspent passive skill point. Increases damage, thank you. I want more damage. And then we're gonna go to skills. Now we have one for the skeleton mage. Okay. So we now have some for here, but I want the rogue skeletons. we can get rogue skeletons, which I don't know why. We got rogue. We got one of each. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's everything? Yeah, that's everything.
This way. You're here to help. Your big slave. Protect the sword. The drake. Tread carefully.
Just easy XP. Cost of life. That's what that is. Cost of life. There we go.
Out here. It isn't safe.
Worthless
We'll
anyway.
reconvene outside.
Worthless anyway.
Boom, 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 boom. Collect all these. We're gonna go to inventory. 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 And thank you. We're gonna put the jade ring in. We're gonna transfer the materials. Increases cast speed. Ooh. This is actually. I want the minion damage though. I really want the minion damage. I don't care. I take minion damage any day of the week. Any day of the week I'll take minion damage. What do I do with this? 9% increased spell damage. What do I have here? Health regain. I like the health regain. I'm keeping the health regain. I don't care. Health regain is good. Spell damage, mana cost. 15% increased spell damage, not bad. Increased damage over time, not bad. Chances to crit, not bad. Increased die, now. I got that, 100%. That looks a lot better. Beautiful.
But to the first, we've reinforced the howling. So, lovely would you meet here? Or at least it's above me. Well, tell you what. Let's get out of here first, and then I'll explain more. These beast dogs are hardly worth it if you don't know why Orion is after us.
Okay, we gotta escape the vault. Beautiful. There's a thing over here. We're gonna grab this.
Since the Keepers fall, we've done the same ritual. Instructed to keep the Epoch
I need to go to town anyways. Yeah, we're gonna go to town in a second. Is this count as escaping the vault, or is it not? That was escaping the vault. I don't know. I don't know. Good stretch. How does the forge work? Add an item into craft, so we'll do separator. see. So you can add a modifier like this. Okay. And then you have affixes. And then you have this description. And then you have this. So that's what that is. But first we're just gonna sell everything because we don't need, unless there's like a thing.
It eludes me.
How do I get map?
It eludes me.
There's no smith. Okay, now I can sell item by pressing X. I guess it's X and my X are different. I'm gonna keep the legendaries because I'm not sure if I can like dismantle them later on. Armor, that and that. Armor, that and that. We're gonna put this on.
Right.
We're gonna move this over here. We're going to move the stash. Move the stash. Beautiful. Now we're gonna go back through. Okay, we're gonna call this one here. We're gonna stop that one there, which is good. So we're on the current cycle, it says. Exit game. There we go. Alright, I think we're going to be moving on to Penpal next. Believe it or not, Penpal is what was on next, I believe. Let me check my schedule first. Just see if there's any new horror games that have been sneaked released. Oh, no sneak releases for any of these. The Forest. It's on sale now, though. Boom. Alright. So, we have two options with this. We can go... Oops. We can go tab PENPAL. We can do this. Which we could watch one of these. Penpla stories, Gary stories. Like, what's this?
Look, you're not actually going to get anything done by watching another YouTube video. In fact, you're literally only
This is long, so I apologize for that. I've never had to tell this story with enough detail to actually explain it all the way, but it is true, and it happened when I was about 6 years old. In a quiet room, if you...
So we can do it this way, or we can do it this way. Penpal creepypasta. Or we can do it this way. I could read it like this. So we could react read, or we could react listen. It's up to you guys. I'm not sure which one is better for this. I think I would prefer watching it as a video. I would prefer. The footsteps as long as it follows me. This is long. I apologize that I've never told the story. So it theoretically is the same. It is pen pal. I'm gonna go grab a drink. I already finished my macaroni earlier, which I do need to get more food eventually. But I'm gonna grab a drink. We'll be back. We're gonna be reacting to Pen Pal. And anyone who's watching this right now, if you do exclamation point give away, you will get information about the giveaway for Repo. And one of the things requires you exclamation mark Discord, which apparently is not doing anything right now. Why is it not doing anything? Capital D. Yeah. We're gonna get rid of this capital D. Discord. So if you do exclamation mark Discord, you'll get all the info. Is it not working? DISCORD. It should work. Right? Thank you. Enjoy your day. Is this not working? DISCORD. There we go. It works. On all platforms, you should just have gotten a Discord thing. If you guys are interested, it is available there. I'm going to go grab myself something to drink. Then we're going to react to Pen Pal, which I hear is absolutely terrifying. Whew, took my pill. All right. Now, I do warn people that a lot of people say Pen Pal is super scary. So I'm hoping that this is enjoyable for us. For us. I'm gonna record this because it needs to be a video. But also, I've switched to drinking this soda, which is honestly the best flavor soda I've ever had the privilege of tasting. It's beautiful. It's honestly beautiful. I couldn't ask for a better soda. And we're gonna eat an egg before we get into this. Oh, it's falling apart. Mm-hmm. Oh. So, this is Penpla. Hello everybody, Vex Gaming here today, and today, as you see, we're live. I'm recording this live. We're reacting to Penpla, the full story. It's 2 hours 14 minutes. It's long. I'm not sure we'll get through all of it. We might do chapter by chapter, so we might do footsteps, balloons, and then boxes, I think it's called. And then we'll do this as a part 2. Or we'll do an hour now. I mean, no, I would do maps separate. But yeah, I'm going to break this into parts. So, let's listen. I like the little
This
visuals.
is long, so I apologize for that. I've never had to tell this story with enough detail to actually explain it all the way, but it is true, and it happened when I was about 6 years old. In a quiet room, if you press your ear against a pillow, you can hear your heartbeat. As a kid, the muffled, rhythmic beat sounded like soft footsteps on carpeted floor. Almost every night, just as I was about to drift off to sleep, I would hear these footsteps, and I would be ripped back to consciousness, terrified. For my entire childhood, I lived with my mother in a fairly nice neighborhood that was in a transitional phase. People of lower economic means were gradually moving in, and my mother and I were 2 of these people. We lived in the kind of house you see being
Just so you know, this is one of the few medias out there that I find generally terrifying. I keep hearing this is absolutely terrifying, and I'm excited to react to it. It has been something that's on my list since you mentioned it, and... Oops. 1 second, gotta fix it. Oh, wrong app. But yeah, it's been one of my things, and I've been wanting to do more and more creepy things, because on my stream it's been mostly gameplay stuff, and this is a mostly horror like centric channel here on YouTube. So I've been trying to find a way to balance these out. Sorry, I'm just seeing if I can get a coffee. But yeah, this has been on my thing, and I've been wanting to like do generally scary things in between my games. So I think I'm gonna start it with every stream going forward now with a list of like horror videos or things to read real quick that take probably like less than 25 minutes to react to, and then I'll probably do like how I did here at the hour and 30-minute marker, or 2-hour marker-ish, have more of that in here. So I'm hoping to do that more often, because I really do enjoy reacting to this. I'm gonna put pause. I'm going to let it go. I'll talk over it at some points, because it is reacting, so I'll pause and react to it. So just so people know the video, if you get, because I see some comments when I watch reaction on horror stuff, they're like, why are you guys talking? Because it's a reaction video.
Transported in 2 pieces on the interstate, but my mom took good care of it. There were a lot of woods surrounding the neighborhood that I would play in and explore during the day, but at night, as things often do to a kid, they took on a more sinister feeling. This, coupled with the fact that, due to the nature of our house, there was a fairly large crawl space underneath, filled my mind with imaginary monsters and inescapable scenarios which would consume my thoughts when I was awoken by the footsteps. I told my mom about the footsteps, and she said that I was just imagining things. I persisted enough that she blasted my ears with water from a turkey baster once just to placate me, since I thought that would help.
Isn't that abuse?
Of course, it didn't. Despite all the creepiness and footsteps, the only weird thing that ever happened was that every now and then, I would wake up on the bottom bunk, despite having gone to sleep on the top. But this wasn't really weird, since sometimes I'd get up to piss or get something to drink, and could remember just getting back to sleep on the bottom bunk. I'm an only child, so it didn't matter. This would happen once or twice a week, but waking up on the bottom bunk wasn't too terrifying. But one night, I didn't wake up on the bottom bunk. I had heard the footsteps, but was too far gone to be woken up by them. And when I was awoke, it wasn't from the sound of footsteps or a nightmare, but because I was cold, really cold. When I opened my eyes, I saw stars. I was in the woods. I sat up immediately and tried to figure out what was going on. I thought I was dreaming, but that didn't seem right, though neither did me being in the woods. There was a deflated pool float right in front of me, one of those ones shaped like a shark. This only added to the surreal feeling, but after a while, it seemed like I just wasn't going to wake up because I wasn't asleep. I stood up to orient myself, but I didn't recognize these woods. I played in the woods by my house all the time, so I knew them really well, but if these weren't the same woods, then how could I get out? I took a step and felt a shooting pain in my foot, which knocked me back down where I had been laying. I had stepped on a thorn. By the light of the moon, I could see that they were everywhere.
Honestly, that would hurt. Stepping on, like, I'm not sure if anyone's here stepped on, like, a thorn, or, like, a thorn, or a, little sharp object, like wood, into your foot. It hurts. It's not fun. It hurts. And so that would hurt. I would be yelping. I'd be just straight up yelping. And this guy's a kid. I don't know how he does it. How did he do it? I don't know. I'd be hurt. I'd be in pain. I'd cry.
I looked at my other foot, but it was fine. As a matter of fact, so was the rest of me. I didn't have another scratch on me, and it wasn't that dirty. I cried for a little bit, and then stood back up. I didn't know which way to go, so I just picked a direction. I resisted the urge to call out, since I wasn't sure I wanted to be found by who or what might be out there. I walked for what seemed like hours. I tried to walk in a straight line, and tried to course correct when I had to take detours, but I was a kid, and I was afraid. There weren't any howls or screams, and only once did I hear any noise that scared me. It sounded like a crying baby. I think now that it was just a cat, but I panicked. I ran, veering in different directions to avoid big thickets of bushes and collapsed trees, and I was paying close attention to where I stepped because by that point, my feet were in pretty bad shape. I paid too much attention to where I was stepping and not enough to where those steps were leading, because not long after hearing the cry, I saw something that filled me with the kind of despair I haven't experienced since. It was the pool float. I was only 10 feet from where I had woken up. This wasn't magic or some supernatural space bending. I was lost.
Damn. I'd be gone. I would be, like, panicking. I would just... Not that I would give up. I'd just panic. I just, honestly, it wouldn't run wildly. I would try to... You know, if I'm looping, if I pick up an item, I can put it somewhere else and figure out where to go, and then I can correct course that way. If that makes any sense. Like, that's what I would do, in my opinion, though it is easier said than it is done.
Up until that moment, I thought more about getting out of the woods than how I got in, but being back at the beginning caused my mind to swim. I wasn't even sure that these were my woods. I had only been hoping that they were. Had I run in a huge circle around that spot, or did I just get turned around and start making my way back? How was I going to get out? At the time, I thought the North Star was just the brightest star, and so I looked and found the brightest one and followed it. Eventually, things started to look more familiar. A dirt ditch my friends and I would have dirt clod wars in. I knew I had made it home. By that point, I was walking really slowly because my feet hurt so much, but I was so happy to be close to home that I broke into a light jog. When I actually saw the roof of my house over a neighboring, lower set house, I let out a light sob and ran faster. I just wanted to be home. I had already decided that I wouldn't say anything because I had no idea what I could possibly say. I would get back in the house somehow, clean up, and get in bed. My heart sank as I rounded the corner and my house came into view. Every light in the house was on. I knew my mom was up and I would have to explain, or try to explain, where I had been.
Imagine explaining that to a parent. Yeah. But that's why I said as a child, I'd be panicking. Like, I would, like, I think once I got lost in a little woods forest area called Brookbanks, and I used, Pokemon cards to make sure I knew where I was going. It's upsetting because I lost my Charizard. Or was it a Charmander yet? It was a Charmander, I believe. No, it wasn't Charmander. Charmeleon, I think it's called. The second evolution. It was like a special version of it. But I used those to know my path because Brookbanks is like an 8 shape, if that makes any sense. So it's easy to overlap yourself with it. So, I mean, it only took me like 20 minutes to get out, but it was just something like, I think I got that from Hansel and Gretel. But yeah, that's the method I would have used. But imagine explaining that to a parent.
And I couldn't even figure out where to start. My run became a jog, which became a walk. I saw her silhouette through the blinds, and although I was worried about how to explain things to her, that didn't matter to me at that point. I walked up the couple of steps to the porch and put my hand on the doorknob and turned. Right before I pushed it open, 2 arms wrapped around me and pulled me back. I screamed as loud as I could. The feeling of being so close to being safe and then being physically pulled away from it filled me with a kind of dread that is, even after all these years, indescribable.
No.
The door I had been torn away from opened, and a flash of hope shot through my heart, but it wasn't my mom. It was a man, and he was enormous. I thrashed around and kicked at the shins of the person holding me, while also trying to get away from the person who had just come out of my house. I was scared, but I was furious. Let me go! Where is she? Where's my mom? What'd you do with her? As my throat stung from screaming and I was drawing in.
I have never really been truly lost in the woods. I was lost in a forest for a short while when I was younger, but a teacher showed up and was like, where I had been, and I was like, I don't know.
In another breath.
Honestly, yeah. How do you explain where you go? I don't know where I was.
Present for longer than I had
You
perceived.
think I know? You
Honey,
think I...
please calm down. I've got you.
It sounded like my mom. The arms loosened and set me down, and as a man approaching me blocked out the porch light with his head, I noticed his clothes. He was a cop. I turned to face the voice behind me and saw that it really was my mom. Everything was okay. I began to cry, and the 3 of us went inside.
I'm so glad you're home, sweetie. I was worried I'd never see you again.
I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I just wanted to come home. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just don't ever do that again. I'm not sure me or my shins could take it.
A little laughter broke through my mom's sobs, and I smiled a bit. Well, I'm sorry for kicking you, but why'd you have to grab me like that?
I was just afraid that you'd run away again.
I was confused. What do you mean?
We found your note on your pillow.
She said, and pointed at the piece of paper that the police officer was sliding across the table. I picked up the note and read it. It was a running away letter. It said that I was unhappy and that I never wanted to see her or any of my friends again. The police officer exchanged a few words with my mom on the porch while I stared at the letter. I didn't remember writing a letter. I didn't remember anything about any of this. But even if I sometimes went to the bathroom at night...
Just a question. Is this, either like a stalking or, another version of himself? Like, if he's, like, some people have multiple personalities and don't understand. Is this what it is? Because pen is a derivative word of psychosis of, an alter you. Like, when you're sleeping, you like sleepwalk and you do different things, but that has no personalities. But I'm not sure, like, is that it? Because if I broke down Penpal, that's where I would get, because pen, P-E-N-P, is the beginning phrase of that kind of disorder. And AL is standard for adult long term. That's if I were breaking down what I know now. But it could not be. I could be overanalyzing it with the way I do things sometimes, but...
Night and didn't remember, or even if I could have gone into the woods on my own, even if all of that could have been true. The only thing I knew at this point was, this isn't how you spell my name. I didn't write this letter.
Is this the best survival game ever made?
Is this an Irishman?
When I was 5 years old, I went to an elementary school that, from what I've come to understand, was really adamant about the importance of learning through activity. It was part of a new program designed to allow children to rise at their own pace, and to facilitate this, the school encouraged teachers to come up with really inventive lesson plans.
It's called balloons.
Each teacher was given the latitude to create his or her own themes, which would run
Can I
through
just say
the
the
duration
voice
of the
acting work
grade,
in this is really
and
good.
all the lessons in math, reading, etc. would be designed in the spirit of the theme. These themes were called groups. There was a space group, a sea group, an earth group, and the group I was in, community. In kindergarten in this country, you don't learn much except for how to tie your shoes and how to share, so most of it isn't very memorable. I only remember two things very clearly. I was the best at writing my name the right way, and the balloon project, which was really the hallmark of the community group, since it was a pretty clever way to show how a community functioned at a really basic level. You've probably heard of this activity. On one Friday, I remember it being Friday because I was excited about the project, and it being the end of the week. Toward the beginning of the year,
Honestly, that
we
never
walked into the classroom
changes.
in the morning
That
and
never
saw that there
changes.
was a
You
fully
become an
inflated
adult.
balloon tied off.
You become an adult Friday, you're excited because that's the weekend. You know you got a weekend day off. Most people will either have the Saturday, the Sunday, or the Friday off. You're excited when Friday hits. Same thing as a child growing up. It never goes. That was a well-programmed thing.
With a string taped to each of the desks. Sitting on each of our desks was a marker, a pen, a piece of paper, and an envelope. The project was to write a note on the paper, put it in the envelope, and attach it to the balloon, which we could draw a picture on if we wanted. Most of the kids started fighting over the balloons because they wanted different colors, but I started on my note, which I had thought a lot about. All the notes had to follow a loose structure, but we were allowed to be creative with those boundaries. My note was something like this. Hi, you found my balloon. My name is... and I attend elementary school. You can keep the balloon, but I hope you write me back. I like Mighty Max, exploring, building forts, swimming, and friends. What do you like? Write me back soon. Here's $1 for the mail. On the dollar, I wrote 4 stamps right across the front, which my mom said was unnecessary, but I thought it was genius, so I did it. The teacher took a Polaroid of each of our balloons and had us put them in the envelope along with our letter. They also included another letter that I assume explained the nature of the project and a sincere appreciation for anyone's participation in writing back and sending photos of their city or neighborhood. That was the whole idea, to build a sense of community without having to leave school, and to establish safe contact with other people. It seemed like a fun idea. Over the next couple weeks, the letters started to roll in.
See, him saying it seemed like a fun idea is telling me that it reached something that it shouldn't have reached. That's what what I processed from this. Also, it's very good, very well written.
Most came with pictures of different landmarks, and each time a letter would come in, the teacher would pin the picture on a big wall map we had put up, showing where the letter had come from and how far the balloon had traveled. It was a really smart idea, because we actually looked forward to coming to school to see if we had gotten our letter. For the duration of the year, we had 1 day a week where we could write back to our pen pal, or another student's pen pal in case our letter hadn't come in yet. Mine was one of the last to arrive. When I came into the classroom, I looked at my desk, and once again, didn't see any letter waiting for me. but as I sat down, the teacher approached me and handed me an envelope. I must have looked so excited because as I was about to open it, she put her hand on mine to stop me and said, "Please don't be upset." I didn't understand what she meant. Why would I be upset now that my letter had come? Initially, I was mystified that she would even know what was in the envelope, but now I realized that of course the teachers had screened the contents to make sure that there was nothing obscene. But all the same, how could I be disappointed? When I opened the envelope, I understood. There was no letter. The only thing in the envelope was a Polaroid, but I couldn't really make out what it was. It looked like a patch of desert, but it was too blurry to decipher. It appeared as if the camera had moved while the picture was being taken. There was no return address, so I couldn't even write back if I wanted to. I was crushed. The school year passed on, and the letters had stopped coming for nearly all of the other students. After all, you can only continue to write correspondence with a kindergartner for so long. Everyone, including myself, had lost interest in the letters almost completely. Then I got another envelope. My excitement was rejuvenated, and I reveled in the fact that I was still getting a letter when most of the other pen pals had abandoned their involvement.
I want to see real quick if we can get the pen pal Polaroid. Pen pal how do you spell Polaroid again? Polaroid? R-O-I-D? How do you spell Polaroids? Don't think there is an image. I would think someone would have to, would have made it. Ears itchy. No. No one's made like a Polaroid to go with it. I like to do that sometimes when they say some people do make them.
It made sense that I received another delivery. There had been nothing but a blurry picture in the first one, so this one was probably to make up for that. But again, there was no letter at all, just another picture. This one was more distinguishable, but I still didn't understand it. The photograph was angled up, catching the top corner of a building, and the rest of the image was distorted by a lens flare from the sun. Because the balloons didn't travel very far, and because they all were launched on the exact same day, the board had become a bit cluttered. And so, the policy for students still exchanging letters became that they could take the photographs home. My best friend Josh had the second highest number of pictures taken home by the end of the year. His pen pal was really cooperative and sent him pictures from all around the neighboring city. Josh took home, I think, 4 pictures. I took home nearly 50.
Whoa.
The envelopes were all opened by the teacher, but after a while, I stopped even looking at the pictures. However, I saved them in one of my drawers that housed my collection of rocks, baseball cards, comic book cards, Marvel metal cards for those who might remember, and little miniature baseball battling helmets that I'd gotten out of a vending machine at Winn-Dixie after T-ball games. With the school year over, my attention turned to other things. My mom had gotten me a small snow cone machine for Christmas that year, and Josh had really coveted it.
Lucky!
So much so
I
that
want
his
one!
parents bought him a slightly nicer one for his birthday, which was towards the end of the school year. That summer, we had the idea that we would set up a snow cone stand to make money. We thought we'd make a fortune selling snow cones at $1. Josh lived in a different neighborhood, but we eventually decided that my neighborhood would be better because there were a lot of people who cared about their lawns. The yards in my neighborhood were slightly bigger. We did this for 5 weekends in a row until my mom told us we had to stop, and I've only recently come to understand why she did that.
Oh.
On the 5th weekend, Josh and I were counting our money because we both had a machine. Each had a separate stack of money that we could put together into one stack, and then we could split it evenly. We had made a total of $16, and as Josh paid out my $5th,
That's not
a feeling of profound surprise consumed me. The dollar said 4 stamps. Josh noticed my shock and asked if he had miscounted. I told him about the dollar, and he said,
"Oh, that's so cool, man."
As I thought about it, I came to agree. The idea that the dollar had made it right back to me after changing so many hands floored me. I rushed to tell my mom, but my excitement, coupled with her being distracted by a phone call, made my story incomprehensible, and she responded simply by saying,
Oh, wow, that's neat.
Frustrated, I ran back outside.
Nah, as a parent, I don't care what happens. You tell me you came home with a mysterious photo after doing this balloon exercise, and you have had an issue running away, waking up, not knowing where you are, and all that stuff. And then you come home with this dollar thing. We move it. We move it. I don't care. We move it. I don't care how nice the house is. We sell the house, we go to an apartment building. I don't care. Never. Never. No. Yet. Never. I don't care if it's just happenstance. I don't care if there's a reason for it. No. We do not invite that bad juju into this household.
Josh, I had something to show him. Back in my room, I opened the drawer and took out the stack of envelopes and showed him some of the pictures. I started with the first picture, and we went through.
Then we getting a tent. We keep going one direction. We get a tent. We put it there. I'll work the corner so while my kid goes to school. I don't care. You do not mess with bad juju.
About 10 before Josh lost interest and asked if I wanted to go play in the ditch, a dirt ditch down the street from my house, before his mom came to pick him up. So that's what we did. We had a dirt war for a while, but it was interrupted several times by rustling in the woods around us. There were raccoons and stray cats that lived in there, but this was making a little too much noise, and we traded guesses as to what it was in an attempt to scare each other.
It's your pen pal.
My guess was that it was a mummy, but in the end, Josh kept insisting that it was a robot because of the sounds that we heard. Before we left, he got a little serious and looked me right in the eyes.
He's taking it, or he, she, it, whatever, is taking photos of him. That sound is the Polaroid clicking sound. Or most cameras have that as a sound effect now that you can have. That, no. I was right by saying, let's go buy a tent. We're moving out. I was right. No.
Said.
You heard it, didn't you? It sounded like a robot. You heard it too, right?
I had heard it, and since it sounded mechanical, I agreed that it was probably a robot. It's only now that I understood what we heard. When we got back, Josh's mom was waiting for him at the kitchen table with my mom. Josh told his mom about the robot. Our moms laughed, and Josh went home. Mom and I ate dinner, and then I went to bed. I didn't stay in bed for long before I crept out, and decided that, due to the day's events, I would revisit the envelope, since now the whole affair seemed much more interesting. I took the first envelope and set it on the floor, and set the blurry desert Polaroid on top. I laid the second envelope right next to it, and placed the oddly angled Polaroid of a building's top corner on top, and did this with each picture until they formed a grid that was about 5 by 10. I was always taught to be careful with the things I was collecting, even if I wasn't sure they were valuable. I noticed that the pictures gradually became more decipherable. There was a tree with a bird on it, a speed limit sign, a power line, a group of people walking into some building, and then I saw something that vexed me so powerfully that I can now, as I record this, distinctly remember feeling dizzy and capable of only one single repeating thought. Why am I in this photograph? In this photograph of the group of people entering the building, I saw myself holding hands with my mother in the very back of the crowd of people. We were at the very edge of the photo, but it was undeniably us. And as my eyes swam over the sea of Polaroids, I became increasingly anxious. It was a really odd feeling. It wasn't fear. It was the feeling you get when you're in trouble. I'm not sure why I was flooded with that feeling, but there I sat, floundering in the distinct sense that I had done something wrong. And this feeling only intensified as I looked on at the rest of the photos after the one that had so powerfully struck me. I was in every photo. None of them were close shots. None of them were only of me, but I was in every single one of them. Off to the side, in the back, bottom of the frame, some of them only had the tiniest part of my face captured at the very edge of the photo, but nevertheless, I was there. I was always there. I didn't know what to do. Your mind works in funny ways as a kid, but there was a large part of me that was afraid of getting in trouble simply for still being up. Since I already had the looming feeling of having done something wrong, I decided that I would wait until tomorrow. The next day, my mom was off work and spent most of the morning cleaning up around the house. I watched cartoons, I imagine, and waited until I thought it was a good time to show her the Polaroids. When she went out to get the mail, I grabbed a couple of pictures and put them on the table in front of me as I was waiting for her to come back in. When she returned, she was already opening the mail and threw some junk mail into the trash can, and I said,
Miles.
"Mom, can you come here for a second? I have these pictures."
Just give me a minute, honey. I need to mark these on the calendar.
After a minute or two, she came and stood behind me and asked me what I needed. I could hear her shuffling with the mail behind me, but I just looked at the Polaroids and told her about them. As I explained more and pointed to the pictures, her frequent
Uh-huh.
and
Okay.
decreased, and she was suddenly completely quiet and only making a little noise with the mail. The next noise I heard from her sounded as if she was trying to catch her breath in a room that had no air in it. At last, her struggling gasps were conquered, and she simply dropped the remaining mail on the table and ran to the kitchen to get the phone. "Mom, I'm sorry. I didn't know about these. Please don't be mad at me." With the phone pressed to her ear, she was walking and running back and forth and shouting into it. I nervously fiddled with the mail sitting next to my Polaroids. The top envelope had something sticking out of it that I thoughtlessly and anxiously pulled on until it came out. It was another Polaroid. Confused, I thought that somehow one of my Polaroids had slipped into the stack when she threw the mail down. But when I turned it over and looked at it, I realized that I had not seen this one before. To my dismay, it was me. But this one was a much closer shot. I was surrounded by trees and smiling.
It's getting closer.
But it wasn't just me, I noticed. Josh was there too. This was us from yesterday. I started yelling for Mom, who was still screaming into the phone. I repeatedly yelled for her until she finally responded with,
What?
And I could only think to ask, "Who are you calling?"
I'm talking with the police, honey.
"But why? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do anything." She answered me with a response that I never understood until I was forced to revisit these events from the earliest years of my life. She grabbed the envelope off the table, and the picture of Josh and I spun and slid, landing next to the other Polaroids in front of me. She held the envelope up to my eyes, but I could only look at her and watch as all the color began draining out of her face. With tears welling in her eyes, she said that she had to call the police because there was no postmark.
So if there's no postmark, that means
dude, that was a cool
it
kill.
was dropped off to the house. He had to have dropped it off himself. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Okay, after boxes, which is another 20 minutes, we're gonna stop this part of the stream. I'm gonna come back to this again later after the boxes. I want to break it up. I want to enjoy it. I really like this feeling, and it's one of those things that I don't want to sit down and enjoy all in one sitting. I feel like this is one of those things I'm going to think about through the couple days that I'm going to be watching this, because this is really good. This would be a How do I think he ended up in the woods? Well, I have three running theories. First theory is that it's him doing this, in a sense. Like, he sleepwalked, got to the woods, and then while he's in the woods, these things occur and stuff. Second theory is, I think he was kidnapped. I think the person has known for a while that like who he is and kidnapped him and all that stuff and brought him out there. Series 3, I want to feel it could be completely wrong. It could be some sort of mystical or fantasy thing, but I think it's gonna, like, I can see it being a story that the mom is incurring, like, is doing this, but I think it'd be more on the supernatural side. But it's a supernatural thing. Those are my 3 running theories right now for this. He's not dirty, and his feet was clean. Footsteps. Wait. He was not dirty, and his feet was clean. Footsteps. Photographs. But why the pool floaty? Why leave him there? I think the pool floaty is, that's a good question. What kind of pool float? Do we know what kind of pool floaty it is? Is it the one with a bottom or no bottom? I could totally see this being a him doing it, his subconscious in a sense, or I could see this as like a extreme stalker sense. I can see the pool floaty if it has a bottom used to keep him clean, or I can see the pool floaty as other things. That's where I'm a little stuck. I think it can be one out of 2 kind of stories. It's really, really good. It's really well written too. So we're gonna do boxes, and then after boxes we will take a break from this because this is another hour after boxes, another 2 hours, hour and a half after boxes, I believe, right? Like another hour-ish. It's shaped like a shark. That's what I'm thinking. He was floated in the floaty in a sense. That's what I'm thinking. That's where I'm going with this so far. That it is either a supernatural kind of story, which sometimes creepy pastas are supernatural. It's slowly piecing it together. I think it's gonna be one of those, I'm gonna release this and I'm going to have a breakdown of what I believe so far. And then we can take these videos. I can make this a whole series. I'm thinking about it because the way I like it so much, I want to analyze it so much. I can take it as this video, post it, boom. Then I can do one after it of me reviewing it. Like, reacting and trying to figure it out, and then we can see if I'm right at the end. He could have gotten to the woods without cutting his feet. So either a stalker or something other than human. Stalker. That's what I'm thinking. It's either a stalker that is human or a stalker that isn't human. I'm leaning to more isn't human. Like, like Mephisto. Mephisto's known for doing that. I don't think they're going to use Mephisto. Mephisto is a weird cut for them to do for like a creepypasta. But Mephisto would be the best example. Mephisto is a demon known for doing this through like folklore and stuff. But I don't think it'd be Mephisto they would use. Even though this is a photo of Mephisto in here, yeah, there's the eyes and it arches down. I believe that's what that is. Like, so little tangent. Sorry for the people in the video because I'm not editing this. I want this to be all raw. When writing for my book, Diary of the Coyote, which should be done. Well, it's done. I just have to edit through it. Which I've been working on for a few years. Have you not heard? No, it kind of looks like Mephisto. Do you know what? It looks like Diablo's version of Mephisto. But I was trying to find a creature of a trickster deity, and a deity of knowledge that is the one and the same to write this for. And so I came across a Mephisto, which I'm like, that's a little too obvious Mephisto. I want something that's more stalkerish. And I landed on the Coyote, which is a Native American trickster and knowledge demon. Well, not demon, but that's how I twisted it. Where he doesn't really enact on his prey. He kind of stalks them until they kind of lose themselves. But, what is this deity? Yes, I was gonna release it, on Discord for people, my Discord for free. That, I am also gonna be selling it to, like, off of my Patreon or Ko-Fi, as, like, a hard copy and stuff, or a digital copy. But people in Discord will have it access for free. It's almost done. As a matter of fact, let's go to Canva. Actually, we don't need to go to Canva because I think I did downloaded it. Oop! I didn't want to open up this many. So this is what it like the cover. I need to fix this. This is the one thing that like why I say I need to edit because I can't get this up. And it's pretty long. It's multiple stories into one, and there is puzzles throughout the book. That's why there's a puzzle index. I almost did not include the puzzle index because I thought that it'd be a little too easy. But I also know a lot of people aren't familiar with Caesar, vignette, book cipher, musical ciphers, and mirror ciphers. So, but there are 7 stories that consist of the Coyote, which is Wake Up, Whispers, First Claim, Watching, The Bookkeeper, Hannah's House, and Fair Play. And it's all twisted mythology of the Coyote. You know, this thing is just his friend, you know? It's just his friend at this point. Buying him snacks, or buying his food. I need to... My chat broke, 1 second. Buying his food. Like, it's clearly, it's attached itself. Like a poltergeist almost. It is attached itself. But yeah. It is, it's a creepy entity in general. But I'm also like, the Coyote book is a story that I started writing a long time ago. I picked it back up, like, a little bit over a year ago to finish it off. And I don't think it's scary. I think it's more of a creep, like a slow creep through a lot of these stories because it's a lot of things not being there. Not the whole horror things about not knowing, and or some stories you know too much that it's so scary. So it's pretty good. And then I'm still writing my full-fledged novel about trauma and how trauma can affect you. Because it's not a horror story; it's more of a mockumentary in a sense. That's also being written. Last thing I sold was the Static Witch, which I got 12 people to buy it and they all liked it. It was I got 500 or something bucks off it. It was not bad, though it's not my greatest work. But though I think the Diary of the Coyote is a lot better than my first. All right, we're gonna continue with the boxes. Or I could do, you know, I could do these two and then these two as the final ones to be fair. Because the video's already at 44 minutes and 2 seconds. That's why I like listening to these. I like the way I write is more of like horror stories. I like writing from a monster's perspective in a sense. Like that's the whole thing of the Coyote. You're reading a diary, and these diaries is you're reading it as if it's like happening like through the creature's eyes, and it updates itself, and the book is reacting. It's really, really cool. I like this. I've been wanting to write like a stalker kind of situation, like the strangers meets like creep stuff, but I have not had a nice idea of it yet. I've had a pretty like gruesome, like makes me feel dirty idea, but I didn't roll with it because I couldn't get far with it. But this I'm really liking. We're gonna continue with. Actually, no. We're gonna finish this another time because I don't want the video to be over 45 minutes. We've been. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing that soon. I just want to make sure it's all edited. I will send it when it's done editing. The copy that I have downloaded right now is a, to an Asian copy. Alright, we're gonna play some COD Zombies. I will send it when it's done. I think it's like 43 pages long. It's a short book, but it's not meant to be a long. It's a short story. 7. Yeah. I'm gonna be sharing the Static Witch there soon. I'm gonna have a I wanna have an indent for it so it looks, so you can click on it, it will load the story for you and thing. Because Static Witch was the first thing I wrote. That was a culminating project for Toronto Film School. Which really good. I won an award for it. The students writers award or whatever it was called. It's actually over there in the corner. So, I ran with a similar idea. So far, I love Penpla. I'm going to, hopefully, tomorrow's stream, I'm going to record the next 2 parts of it, which I believe is boxes and thing. I forgot the other one was called. A lot of things are truly scary. Okay. I don't care about Verdance. I care about zombies. Marines. I'm gonna level this up, so we'll bring that. Options. How do I edit? Okay. Gonna play some zombies for a bit. Standard. Play solo. Shattered Veil. Start. One thing I will say, I never find zombies scary. But we're gonna be ending this stream here like in another hour, so. Okay. Controller.
Sam, we have arrived. Let us put the Sentinel artifact to good use.
I tracked your approach, and I'm pleased you came along, Sergei. Though you
Sergei.
may find Colton Hall remains somewhat infected.
Beautiful.
Hurry! We have so much to do, and it is lonely down here.
Patience, Sam. The team is busy schmoozing with the locals.
I'm gonna see what zombies are gonna hit the box.
Sit your slimy ass down.
I'm also thinking about replaying. There's a new SCP containment breach that they made in Unreal 5 that I want to play too. I think that's going to be pretty fun to play. Dang. Okay, we're going to get this, and we're going to pop that.
Fire supposed to taste like formaldehyde. Looks like someone wants me to blow these stinking corpses back to hell. Jackpot! Who fucking are? Oh yeah, jackpot. I'm gonna put this thing to work.
Open this. Grab this. Timeout. Beautiful. Open this up. Sweet. I don't think I'm going to attempt an Easter egg run today.
Up close and very personal.
Unless I do. This thing doesn't have not the best accuracy. This thing does not got good accuracy. It needs better accuracy, Abe.
All the miles you traveled, I regret there are just a few tiny little final tests.
More objectives? I see mission creep is alive and well.
Okay, cleaning. Hopefully the kilo is not too weak. I want this. I need to level this up for Warzone. Just so I have good enough attachments. My intent is to run this as a TYR in Warzone. Okay. Okay.
Is this useful? Just another piece of worthless crap.
Just another piece of
I would
worthless
like to help
crap.
pick things up, but I am manually disadvantaged.
You're manually disadvantaged. Okay. It's like a wine bottle you can interact here, right? No, not here. Where's the wine that you can interact with? Somewhere over here. The wine bottle you can interact with. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Nah, you weren't using your brain anyway.
It's for a ray gun upgrade. Is there a thing out here? Reflectors. I know I said not to Easter egg, but I just wanted to see if it's the same spawn locations. Just to know.
Sam said there were unique elements that could only be harvested here. I'd appreciate a few more fucking details.
Same. I do not want to think she's keeping something from us.
Right, it's got good accuracy. I don't know what these dots are, but the kilo is kinda ass at zombie. I mean, it's good at critical hits, actually. It's pretty good at critical hits. Not as bad as this, though. We're gonna save all of our good ammo. All armor.
Max armor.
Gather all these, thank you. It's a canister. And then there's this in here. I need the fuse still. Forget where to get the fuse. I need more points. Few more points is all I need.
Richtofen built a high-tech fortress nearby. I don't know why he bothered with his old house.
That man never so much as took a shit without involving some secret plan. There's a reason this is ground zero for his latest cosmic fuck-up.
Tear them to pieces.
For the latest cosmic fuck. I hate these guys. These guys are probably like the worst fucking zombie run I've ever... dog run I've ever had the privilege of experiencing.
Max ammo.
Beautiful.
Richtoffen's employees really should have asked what happened to his previous organization.
Hell, they got it worse than we did. So I guess he's upped his game.
Need 1,000 more to open up the next door. I just need to get the thing. The fuse. That's all I need. Like you. Where I need to be. Thank you.
You have proven yourselves resourceful and resilient.
Resourceful and resilient. Down here. Repair.
I'm pretty sure we can all guess what happened to the last maintenance guy. They've been in there a while. They'll be hungry. Easy when the target walks like mad after 8 years.
Beautiful. I do not want the move.
Calling is why I wake up in the morning.
Beautiful. Hang it down. Defend. Thank you. There's also an instant kill right up there.
You are smaller than I remember.
You are smaller than I remembered. I need to stay in here for a few rounds just to get the Ray Gun Mark II part that I want. Use are not
Back in
alone.
the heart of the fringe science district. I'm guessing Rick often lived there full time. Saved himself the commute.
Maybe, Peck.
It's kind of smart.
Maybe he's dead. Maybe he's hiding. Either way, I'm finding out.
Hopefully, this thing spawns in this round. Beautiful.
I don't like being watched when I'm working. That's my meat.
Does it say, no, is there a thing in here? I need to upgrade this to green rarity. I don't think there's one in here, is there? No. Maybe this way. Is there one over here? Armor best, yes. Is there not one down here? There's not one down here. That sucks. That sucks. I guess I'll just pack-a-punch this. I'll have to pack-a-punch this, I guess. Oh. I have been writing my newest short story. It's about someone finding a random abandoned house in the woods that is strangely in good shape, yet it has no windows. Oh, that's an interesting atmosphere.
Just officially escalated.
It's actually a very interesting atmosphere. Because obviously your first head wonders, like, it's been abandoned for so long, why is it in good shape? You know, weather and war down things would, you know, eventually take it.
For once, Peck, we're in agreement. Just don't go picking out friendship bracelets. Batshit in prison didn't affect my aim.
Okay, we're going to clear up the horde. Oh my lord. This has a good ammo economy at least. Hopefully this round it spawns. I kind of don't like this camo. Multi-COD. Beautiful.
Carver owes me a beer when this is over.
I really need this thing to spawn in. I really do. Honestly, just give me all the stat attacks.
I would death in the face so many times, he's sick of me.
Oh, what the hell? The hell?
Your efficiency has been noted.
Beautiful. I don't know what happened there, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, we're going to... We're going to clear out all these hordes. Okay, we're gonna... What? What? I'm confused. Pardon quoi? I was away from all the zombies. I was away from all the zombies. Pardon quoi? I'm confuzzled. Who? What? Where? How? Oh, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So we're coming to the end of our stream here today. It is a shorter stream. I might pick up streaming again later today. I have some things I need to do. I have to go out, grab some groceries. I have to go grab some of my prescriptions and clean up the house a bit. Because I just got home yesterday after a long few days in the hospital. So, we got a few things I need to do. Got some upkeeping I need to upkeep. So, I hope you guys enjoy. I'm also going to be editing that part of the, Penpla tonight, and it should go up tomorrow. No. Tomorrow, yes, tomorrow. Or maybe next Sunday, actually. No. Yes. No. Yes. It might go up tomorrow. And then tomorrow we're going to continue Penpla live reaction. And then on the Sunday, which is going to be the Scared to Read podcast episode dropping out, because I it's just how I organize things, so I know where everything goes and editing and everything. I'm gonna break it down what I believe is happening so far, and then we'll pick it up where next, I think, following Sunday after that, of what actually happened and what I got right, what I got wrong. But anyways, I'll see everybody later. If you're watching this as a video later on as a YouTube, or if it's cut down, please join the Discord. It is I'm trying to fill it up, have a nice horror community with some FPS stuff that if you're also a gamer, you'd enjoy. So it has the best of both worlds. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy. Peace.